Hello, everyone. You're watching All About the W, your weekly deep dive into the WSL stat stories and standout performances. Let's break it all down. My name is Kai, and as always, I'm joined by my co host Ash. Ash and I have been hard at work with the Asian Cup, but of course, the WSL is back, and also the League Cup finals are going to happen this Sunday. So we thought we'd do a quick preview for some of the fixtures. Um, Before we get started, just a reminder to all of you out there, if you haven't subscribed already, do hit the subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, please like our videos and leave some comments, your thoughts on how the League Cup would potentially unfold. All right, Ash, let's get straight into it, shall we? Um, we'll start with the League Cup final preview. Obviously, this is going to happen in Bristol at Ashton Gate, I think, this final. Uh, Obviously, these two teams faced up against each other very recently. It was the last game of the season before the international break started. Ash, how do you feel going into this game about the two teams?
I mean, I'm actually this like really it's anyone's game. I feel like United are obviously missing one or two players, as are Chelsea. And Chelsea has their beleaguered striker problems, and
Hmm.
like obviously the Asia Cup is happening, so there are players away for the Asia Cup. So I feel like. And like after break, it's always a little bit iffy what form players come back in,
Mhm.
so I just feel like this is a toss up. Like this could go either way, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. I think, you know, with Chelsea and United, the one thing I've noticed in the last season, last couple of seasons, is how close it's been. Like although Chelsea have more or less come out with wins or got managed to get draws, I feel like the teams are closer to each other in terms of quality than ever before. I think, because it's been the international break, a lot of journalists have done interviews with players and managers leading up to this League Cup final, and I feel like some of the United players have also said as much. Like they feel like the two teams, like Chelsea, they do feel now that Chelsea are beatable, and obviously there is that crazy record that in terms of head to heads, United have beaten Chelsea only once in like
Yeah.
5 6 years now. So yeah, quick injury updates. Ash, anything from United?
Yeah, so for United, currently, as far as we know, Sandberg is probably out. Ella Toon is out, obviously, long term Galton, and Bizet is on maternity leave, of course. So nothing that we don't already know.
Yeah,
Of
but
course, Miyazawa is away for the Asia Cup.
correct. Yeah, Miyazawa is away for the Asian Cup, as well as I think that means Riviere comes back potentially from the
Yeah,
previous
potentially.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Riviere most likely is back.
Okay. For Chelsea, I think we obviously Ellie Carpenter and Sam Kerr are the only two players who are away for the Asian Cup. Then Natalie Bjorn is back. We already saw Buchanan like like make an appearance in the FA Cup fifth round match, was it, or was it the quarterfinals? Fifth round match, yeah. So there's that, and of course now we know that Maida Ramirez we probably will not be available for the rest of the season. Yeah, I think those are the injuries. Millie Bright is not back yet, so yeah, not too many changes except for the fact that Natalie Bjorn has is probably back for selection, and no Sam Kerr, no Ellie Carpenter. Ash, what do you think? Like without Miyazawa, how do you think that is going to affect United?
I think that like people underestimate how important Miyazawa is for United,
Hmm?
because everyone has made so much of like Zigiotti's presence, and of course, like Nalson came in and scored those quick fire goals in the last couple of games, and so there's this whole uh, like there's still some talk about Nalson, but there isn't as much like appreciation for Miyazawa, who's like quietly been ticking away on the sidelines doing her job, and she's the kind of player that you only notice when she's not present.
Yeah.
um and so I have a feeling that United will like struggle, especially because currently they have so many injuries. Their midfield is they're particularly weak in terms of the fact that Ella Toon is also injured. So probably Avujo will come in.
Hmm.
I'm guessing, but I'm not sure. But Avujo is not the same. Like Nalson will go back, and I'm guessing Avujo will be slightly more forward,
Yeah.
or whichever way Skinner wants to organize that. But I
Hmm.
feel like that's probably the lineup. But it also means that, like, A, they're thin in the midfield, and B, they have nobody to, like, they can't substitute that much in their midfield.
Yeah. So I think potentially, because Rolfer is also back. We forgot to mention Rolfer. She's
Yeah,
available for selection. So potentially, what we'll see is Rolfer playing on the left wing, and maybe Mallard on the right, Turland up top. There's also Wangerheim as an option. But I feel like
yeah,
we could maybe see Park play in the 10 instead of
yeah,
in like wide
possibly.
areas. So that could be one way Skinner goes with in terms of his starting 11.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, but none of these players can do what Miyazawa does, and I
yeah.
think that's why it's a big miss.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't think Janssen had a particularly good game in the FA Cup match against
Yeah,
Chelsea. Chelsea will definitely look to exploit that, I'm sure. For Chelsea, obviously, Sam Kerr has been coming off the bench. Ellie Carpenter, more or less a starter, but in terms of timing, it's good because Lucy Bronze played quite a bit against Iceland, and she scored a goal, got an assist. So it looks like she is in like a good place. So that's a positive sign for Chelsea. And obviously, Sam Kerr is not going to be there. So yeah, Aggie Beaver Jones is the only like actual striker option there is. But of course,
yeah.
we have
But do
seen.
you think that they'll just start with Lauren James like they did in the previous game against United?
I don't know. I'm actually not sure. Maybe Sonia will go with like Aggie and Sam to some extent. Like of course Sam is a prolific striker, but Aggie and Sam are like more or less like for like in
Yeah,
terms of how more or less in terms of how they play.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe she'll go with exactly that, like start Lauren James and then bring Aggie off the bench, say 70
Yeah.
minutes in or something. We'll have to wait and see. Are there key matchups for you or key players for United?
Key matchups for me. Honestly, clearly, Chelsea are going for, at least in the previous game, went for speed against United because they were playing both Thompson and Canarid. Uh, so I would like to see what the United fullbacks do. Riviere is back, so I would like to see what the fullbacks do against like this pace attack that Chelsea suddenly find themselves having.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that's a good shout. I think when we went into the FA Cup, uh, a fifth round match, I was looking forward to like Zigiotti versus say somebody like a Cuthbert in the midfield.
Yeah,
And Zigiotti had a very quiet game. I don't. I think she even got subbed out early. I'm not sure, but she was looking really tired because they all obviously had that midweek
yeah.
game
She got
against
subbed
us.
out in the 70th minute.
Yeah, so I think hopefully Zigiotti has found got a bit of rest, and we've seen her performances being like season started and she was performing consistently, and then we saw a bit of inconsistency. Hopefully now after the break she has like more legs, so to speak, well rested. So yeah, I think the midfield battle for sure. And I mean, I'm really curious to see how um, Chelsea deal with Jess Park and how United deal with Lauren James, because they
Yeah,
both like roaming a little bit and
yeah.
can be very threatening on their day. So,
Yeah, I just really, one thing I'm begging Mark Skinner, please don't put Wangerheim in the strike position.
uh-huh.
Like, I'm sorry that I don't know, maybe because Nalson was also scoring. Skinner thought it was a good idea to put them one after the other, but they
Hmm.
were totally ineffective against Chelsea in that formation.
Yeah.
So I just feel like, you have, like, on your bench you have Turland, who's a great striker. You have Schuller, who's a great
Oh,
striker. Like, please, for the love of God, two strikers on the bench. Please do not put Wangerheim in strike.
you know what? I think you know what's gonna happen. I feel like Mallard might start in the nine because she had a good
Yeah.
couple of games for France. So Mallard centrally
No,
and maybe
by all means,
Wangerheim.
play
Yeah,
Mallard as a winger. Like, put her on the wing where she belongs, please.
yeah.
I'm
I don't
begging you.
know. I don't know. I don't hate. Like I know. I don't know. I feel like yeah, Mallard is more of a winger than a striker for sure. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Who knows what is going on in Mark Skinner's head or Sonia
Yeah.
Bompaster's head. I'm really excited for this final. What do you think in terms of general, like, how do you think the two teams would feel going into this game, like in terms of pressure, etc., etc.?
I mean, I mean, it is a final, so there is pressure both ways. I feel like United have a little bit less pressure. It's a weird thing to say that you've lost to Chelsea so many times that nobody really, like, realistically believes that you'll beat them, and
Hmm.
somehow that takes the pressure off because you have nothing to lose. If you lose to Chelsea, it's kind of like, okay, that's what always happens. But if you
Right.
win against Chelsea, it's like, oh my god, we beat Chelsea and won the League Cup.
Hmm.
So it's just, it feels like a bonus point, like a bonus trophy to get for United at this point. I don't know
Yeah.
why. And for Chelsea, I feel like it is a must win, and I think there's much more pressure on Chelsea because
Hmm.
you're not winning the league. You have to walk away with some silverware. If you by any chance don't, like, if get knocked out of the Champions League, which, it is highly, like, with Chelsea is highly likely, sorry, but and then you're just left with the FA Cup and the League Cup. And
Hmm.
so if you don't win this, you're not guaranteed another final.
Yeah. Fair enough. I feel slightly like I hear what you're saying,
Yeah.
and like I kind of agree with you to some extent as well. But I also feel like from a United perspective, right? This is like probably their only chance at silverware because they're out of the FA
Yeah.
Cup. They're not going to win the league.
Yeah.
Well,
to, to be fair, they're still
Champions.
in the Champions League.
Yeah, they're still in the Champions League, and I mean, I said this earlier. I think when I was on Absolute, like it's not impossible, but it's like highly improbable.
Yeah.
So for those reasons, I feel like there is a bit of pressure on United as well. But you're right. You're right. I mean, it's a chance at silverware. It's a final. There's pressure on everyone. But I think yeah, United will definitely coming into this game. Coming into this game will definitely feel like underdogs for sure.
Yeah, and I think they'll take some comfort in the fact that Carpenter and Sam Kerr are away at the Asia Cup. I know Miyazawa's also away,
Hmm.
but like, Chelsea have struggled in the past to score, and Sam Kerr, as out of form as Sam Kerr has been this season, or as slow as Sam Kerr has been this season, she's still managed to score. Like, she
Yeah.
still managed to be an outlet for goals,
Yeah.
because she still has an eye for goals. And so, like, off the bench, I mean, so if they can, like, they know that if with their defense they can nullify Lauren James,
Hmm.
it is possible that, like, Chelsea will find it hard to score because
Yeah.
JRK and Thompson, okay, I'll take Thompson out of it.
Yeah.
JRK will, probably put the ball into good positions, but scoring herself may not be something JRK,
Yeah.
I would put my faith in JRK to do. I mean, not saying that JRK, that this is when JRK scores a worldie.
Yeah.
I say he won't score and JRK will go score a worldie. But like, the point is that Chelsea struggles to score and Sam Kerr is away.
Yeah.
So I feel like
Absolutely.
they take
Yeah, I
some.
think that's definitely like something United will feel slightly positive about because obviously, even in that FA Cup game, Sam Kerr is the one who breaks a deadlock. Like she comes in and scores.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a really interesting game. Hopefully, neither one of the teams kind of roll over. Hopefully, it's a tight match, end to end, fun one.
Yeah.
Ash predictions. Oh, sorry.
Another sorry, just one more benefit of, you will see a Chelsea without Ellie Carpenter. You will see what that looks like.
Um. Yeah, sure. Maybe that's a good thing for Chelsea.
As in, I'm saying that, like, fans keep complaining about the fact that Ellie Carpenter makes it on every team sheet, and they're like, "Oh, Ellie Carpenter with the ball, so wasteful, this and that."
Yep.
But at least now that you see the alternative, you'll be able to judge whether what you're complaining about is something legitimate, or whether you're
Yeah.
just being like harsh on Ellie Carpenter.
I mean, the alternative is Lucy Bronze, and we know what Lucy Bronze offers, positive and negative. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
fair.
fair enough. But I think I see what you mean. I see, like it's one of those
Like that
things.
question will be put to rest where you're just like, can you please play bronze and forget and put Carpenter on the bench, you know?
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. I think I get what you mean as well. Okay, Ash, Chelsea versus United predictions.
Okay, all said and done, I am still going to go Chelsea. I will go 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. I'm gonna go 3-1 Chelsea. We will
Yeah.
exercise our goal related demons and we will start scoring
Yeah, I
goals.
uh, I feel like it'll be a low scoring game. Like I wouldn't even be surprised if it was a 1-0 game. Like
Yeah.
whoever scores just scores a single
Yeah,
goal.
United
Like
games
I
are
think it might be KG.
United games are generally like low scoring because they do get organized really quickly.
Yeah, yeah.
They fall back into place very quickly as well. Okay, let's have a quick look at the other WSL fixtures, Ash. Before that, we'll update all our fans on the all about the bragging rights, the status. So after tallying the results from the FA Cup results pre-international break, Ash is now on 83 points and I am on 82 points. I'm still, I mean, there's still, I'm still snapping at her heels, if you will. All right, Ash, Liverpool versus Leicester, a relegation fight this one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Liverpool to me has improved to a
yeah,
point where Leicester, and plus Leicester have lost their wonderful midfielder in Van Egmond,
right.
as in the one they prefer to play when I have been telling them to drop Van Egmond for like ages
Yeah.
now. That might actually be somewhat of a blessing in disguise, but still there is that attacking prowess that then gets missing.
Mm-hmm.
I would still go Liverpool 2-1.
2-1 Liverpool. Okay,
Actually,
I
wait,
will.
2-2 nil, 2-0. Leicester's
Yeah,
not
I
going to
was like,
score.
who's
2
gonna
nil.
score for Liverpool, Leicester? Uh, I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go high scoring. I'm gonna go 3-1 Liverpool.
Oh, nice.
All right. Villa versus Manchester City.
I think for me, there's no contest. It's Man City 4-1.
Yeah, we're gonna see Man City without
Oh, wait, without
Hasagawa.
Yui Hasagawa. Oh my
It's
God,
okay.
yeah.
Come on. Like I feel like we're gonna see Man City without Hasagawa after like 3 seasons. Like if you don't
Yeah.
count like League Cup games and stuff like that for
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
Is there anyone else missing?
I think and Fujino. That's also a
Oh,
big
oh,
miss.
yeah. That's
But
also a
she's
big
just
miss.
come back from
Fowler as well.
injury. Fowler, oh yeah. But all of these players, like barring Yui, I
Like,
feel like
yeah,
Fujino
yeah,
had
yeah.
just come back from injury, so they have like it's okay. Like they have it
Yeah, I
sorted.
think I'll go more conservative. I'll go 3-1. I say Yui's disappearance is one goal less.
3-1. Okay, one being Kirsty Hansen, I'm assuming.
Yes,
Uh,
it is inevitable.
I'm gonna go um 2-1. Yeah, I'm gonna go 2-1. No, Villa's defense
Yeah.
is so bad. I'm gonna go 4-1. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I was also going 4-1. I just took one off because I was like Yui.
Yeah. Okay. London City Lionesses versus Arsenal. Apparently, LCL have sold out their stadium, and I was saying how it's probably just Arsenal fans going to be sitting at the home end. That's what's going to happen.
uh, I mean, LCL, I will admit, have improved in the like after the first two games under Maestre. Uh, they've slightly been on the upward trajectory,
Hmm.
but I still think Arsenal have this. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go uh, three 3-0 Arsenal.
3
Actually,
0
Leicester will
Arsenal.
score. LCL will score 3-1, 3-1.
3-1. I'm going to go 2-0 Arsenal. Okay. Spurs versus Everton. How do you feel about this game? Because, like, Everton are missing a lot of players, and Spurs are
Yeah,
missing
Everton
your
are,
centre back
but
pairing.
we are missing a centre back pairing, and I feel like that is going to make so much of a difference because we play such a high line. Can you imagine playing that high line with like Bar Trip? I mean, I love Bar Trip. Like, don't get me wrong, but she has slowed down a little in the past few years, at least in the past year or so.
Yeah.
Um, I'm still going to go Spurs. I
Who's your
think I'll
other centre
go
back? Like Bartrip, who's gonna play with Bartrip?
Rai. I think it might uh, possibly be Rybring. I'm not sure. They'll
Oh,
put some like a full back and centre back or something like that. Like,
yeah. Rybrank
um,
is very spooky.
yeah, I'm not sure like how it would go. I'm just gonna hope for like the best.
Mm.
In terms of like defense, I feel like it's going to be a tough game for us.
Hmm.
Definitely going to be a tough game for us. Um, I still think that Spurs have this. Like, I'm gonna go 2-1 Spurs. Another possible combination is Hannah Wick and Bartrip.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I was thinking about Wink as
So
well. Okay, 2-1 Spurs. I'm gonna go for a
yeah,
draw. 2-2. No. Yeah, I think I'll stick with 2-2. I'm gonna go for a draw.
yeah.
This is how I lose all my points. Okay, Ash, unless you have something else to add, that brings us to the end of this episode. Once again, a reminder, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, do hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, tell us your predictions for the WSL games as well as the League Cup final. And of course, another reminder, do join us for some of the Asian Cup watch alongs because we are there. We are trying to catch almost all games. So do join us for those watch alongs as well and chat to us. All right. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.